Now, the history of associations, of golf clubs, really often just lie in the minutes of all the meetings that took place over the years. And these minute books obviously record what happened in the committee meetings, in the annual general meetings. And here we have minutes going back almost 100 years, 1938, 35. And, reading through these, you really get a gist of the history of the golf club, the history of the PGA of South Africa, and of course also the history of the game of golf.
Playing games, other interests developed in me here. So these other older boys, older than us, playing golf on the field, and we used to sort of go around and watch them, and they would send us forward, hey, go and watch my ball, and we used to run after the golf ball, after they've hit a golf ball. Then they suggested to us one Saturday to go with them onto the golf course to caddy. We caddied the first Saturday afternoon. We were given 9 pence, but I actually still remember the elderly gentleman, Mr. Masemola and Mr. Skosana. They gave us 9 pence carrying for them on that particular Saturday. Then we went again the following Saturday, which was becoming more interesting that, here we are, we're working any 9 pence. And we started receiving 9 pence as going to the church side started subsiding. I didn't go to the Boys Guild and the Boy Scouts any longer.
1953 kwavulwa ikhaya lami country club, and mayivula ikhaya lami country club beza bazoma la sihlala khona singabafana sibancane basithatha ngeveni sayokhera ikhaya lami. So sakhera ikhaya lami 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. Ukukhera kwethu kwa umuntu wakwazi ukubona ukuthi iswing kusiyonga kanjani, no nenduku mangifuna ukuyithenga ngingakhona ngibe namasentinyana ngikwazi ukuyofuna induku.
There's no doubt that the government at the time, by introducing this idea of international tournaments, were window dressing the situation in South Africa as to the participation of black people in sport in South Africa. And certainly it happened in golf. And you need to understand how difficult it was for those black players, those black professionals during that time. They would be practicing at Soweto, at golf courses that didn't come close to matching the golf course that they would have to go and play a tournament on. So suddenly in the week of the tournament, they'd have to adjust in a couple of days to conditions that were totally foreign to them. So they couldn't really, show off their full potential. It was very, very difficult. But despite this, you still had a number of players who became regular professional players on the tour. And of course, we saw the emergence of Vincent Shabalala, who played in Soweto, practiced really in the veld, just hit balls into the veld. And he came out and he won the French Open in the mid-70s. Mm-hmm. Now, that is an unbelievable performance for any sportsman. And there's no doubt that Vincent, together with Papua Sigwolam, were the best black players South Africa has ever produced, even since the rationalization of sport in South Africa.
1970, whilst based in London, a group of 11 non-white South Africans, as we were called then, came through. I can notably remember the name of Vincent Shabalala, Richard Mohwerani, Lawrence Buthelezi, Ishmael Chogli, Martin Dupree, who was the group manager at the time. There was a Robert Nchingila, but he went independently but he was with the group. He was an independent compared. These other guys were sponsored by the Department of Information, which was headed by Asher Rudy then. I think Gary Player organized their sort of financial sort of help from the Department of Information. And these are the guys that came over. There was one guy from Natal as well, Ranjit, and another one called Anapulal. They were in this group of 11 people that came over to play in the Open. Then after the Open, we went for the French. After the French, some returned home, and we proceeded to go and play the ACFA golf tournament in Germany, in Hamburg.
ngalezo ikhathi sasivinjelwe apartheid, sasingakwazi ukudlala nabelungu, sasingakwazi nokudlala kuma-golf abelungu. I-chances zethu nje zokuthi sidlale kuma-golf abelungu ukuthi nge-Christmas, every Christmas and Boxing Day besehla siye eDurban sodlala eDurban, besithola i-chance yokudlala kuma-Maritzburg Country Club nakuma-Durban Country Club ngesikhathi sabo Christmas.